Hey, it's Tara Wagner from theorganicsister.com. We are in Montana right now, outside of Yellowstone National Park, and I'm feeling really good lately, and I felt like I needed to share that with you guys. I needed to actually share why. So I'm doing this video testimonial for John Elder of the Egoscue Nashville clinic. I'm going to give you a quick, brief background. When I was 10 years old, I was diagnosed with scoliosis. When I was 14, it was so bad. It was like 56 degrees, which is like, pretty bad. They did major surgery. They fused 13 vertebrae, put in a Harrington rod, sent me off. That was pretty much it. They didn't talk to us at all about chronic issues. So 15 years later, I'm experiencing things like torn meniscus in both my knees, low back pain, degenerative disc disease, degeneration of the discs. I don't know what the difference is, but they say there's a difference. Bone spurs, narrowing the foramina of my vertebrae, which is actually pinching on the nerves, which causes my arms to go dead. Oh gosh, what else? Bulging discs, sciatic pain, on and on and on it goes. Because, if you have any basic concept of anatomy and physiology, if your body is in balance, like scoliosis creates, you're gonna wear down on those joints and you're gonna cause a lot of issues. That wasn't something that was ever explained to us, and I had a really physical career for a long time. I was a massage therapist, and a lot of issues were caused from that, or created or made worse from that, I should say. So my turning point was last year, though. It got to the point where I was having a really difficult time doing anything. I couldn't sit for a long period of time. I couldn't stand for a long period of time. I couldn't walk for a long period of time. I couldn't play with my kid. I couldn't, take a walk with my husband. I couldn't hardly do anything at all. The turning point came when we were in Nashville and we tried to go to the zoo, and I was having a difficult time walking. Just simply walking. My legs would not engage, so it was like my muscles or my hips would have to tense up and kind of throw my legs forward to make myself walk. I was using my husband as a cane, and it terrified me. All of a sudden it hit me, I could end up in a wheelchair if I don't figure this out. But I felt hopeless. I felt like, here I am, I have 13 vertebrae fused, I have a Harrington rod in my back. What can they possibly do for me? I had been introduced to Egoscue by a chiropractor several years ago when I was having some wrist pains and carpal tunnel syndrome, or symptoms. So I knew that there was a chance that it was going to help me because it had helped briefly with that. I didn't know how much, and I really went into his office not feeling a lot of hope. Feeling like this is the only chance I think I have, and I might as well give it a shot. What am I going to lose? But hey, what am I really going to gain with this? Walked into his office. He got me in right away. Walked into his office. He did the evaluation, and he looked at me and he said, I don't think you're broken. You're not broken. I don't see anything wrong here that we can't fix. I don't see any reason why you can't be pain-free. And that, to me, like when you're in that place of desperation of I might end up in a wheelchair and someone is saying to you, no, you're not. I have no reason to think that you can't be pain-free. I can't even explain how much I didn't trust him, for one thing. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. But at the same time, it was a glimmer of hope that I really needed. I needed somebody to say, there is hope here. So the first appointment with him was like 3, maybe even 4 hours. I was with him for a long time, and it was incredible. We would sit there. He took before and after pictures. So we would sit there. He would walk me through a couple exercises. We'd do a couple, and then he'd compare my before and after pictures, or my before pictures to my body in the mirror. And he would say, do you see how it was shifting? And you could see it, like right there, after doing like 4 exercises, I could see my back was standing up straighter. I could see the position of my hips and the position of my knees and the position of my feet was all different because of these exercises. I walked in there not having gone through a single day without pain in months and months and months, I don't even know how long, to walking out completely pain-free, 100% pain-free in like 3 or 4 hours. And I stayed pain-free for like, I think 3 days straight before I finally got a headache, but it was like such a different kind of headache that I knew my body was just adjusting, and I was just feeling those adjustments. It was incredible. It was incredible. I worked with him. The really great thing with Egoscue is, for those of you that don't know us, we travel full time. So I'm like, how am I going to see a therapist anyway? They do appointments through Skype. You can't get any more modern and fantastic than that. He saw me through Skype. We set up 8 sessions. I got to the place where I wasn't feeling any pain. And then, as I often do, I can, sort of put it off because, hey, I'm not hurting. I don't have an urgent need to do these now. And slowly started to have some of that pain come back. Never it's been a year now, have I gotten back to where I was, where I couldn't walk, where my legs weren't engaging. Have never gotten back there. He's totally taken me out of that, and I don't think I'll get back there because, let me tell you, I've been really bad for the past 5 months. I haven't done a single exercise. I have every excuse in the book. They take too long, it's boring, I hate laying there staring at the ceiling. Leave it to me. I'm going to come up with an excuse not to do it. I finally got to the point where I was experiencing a lot of pain in my neck, a completely different type of pain. I'm on the computer too much, tons and tons of pain in my neck, and thought, okay, this is really ridiculous. I need to just do the exercises. So I did the exercises. An hour and a half later, I was feeling okay. Did the exercises the second day, and I was out of pain. 2 days. 2 days, and I was completely out of pain. I went from in tears pain, couldn't move my neck from side to side. My shoulders were aching. I was getting massages. Nothing was helping. 2 days of these exercises, and I was completely pain-free. So, it sounds really corny to say I owe John Elder my life, but I owe him the quality of my life. I owe him the ability to play with my kid. I owe him the ability to hike Yellowstone. I owe him the ability to go on a walk with my husband, or, to stand in a line for more than 10 minutes without feeling pain. I owe him the quality of my life, no doubt. And, I went into it with a lot of doubts and a lot of reasons why it wasn't going to work or why it wouldn't be for me. It was too expensive. It was too time consuming. I was a hopeless case. And yeah, it's just not true. Time-wise, how much more time do I lose or waste not feeling good? How much time do I spend because I'm moving slow, because I'm not at my optimum place with my body? How much time am I wasting being in pain? An hour and a half in the morning or the evening or whenever I can squeeze it in 3 or 4 times a week? Nothing. It's just, it's so worth it. It's worth everything. The money, the way I feel now compared to how I felt before, not being able to move my legs, and now being able to be, how do you put a price on that? How do you put a price on your health and your life? Look, you made me cry, John. Way to go. Oh, gosh. I owe John Elder the quality of my life. I owe Egoscue the quality of my life. I owe them where I am and what I'm able to do. So, if there's something that's holding you back physically, if there's healing you need to do, if you've got some issue, there's absolutely no reason why you should not at least see what they can say. There's no reason. You don't have to have a clinic in your area because they'll see you through Skype and they'll tell you. So I hope if anybody is contemplating it, or if anybody feels like there's just no way it could work for them, that, maybe this will push you forward, because I'll tell you, the place I'm at now is awesome. It's so awesome to be out of pain. It's so awesome to have a pain-free life. So, there you go. Thanks for listening.